to start the tour. And this house, as you can see, is a 50s house that's been nicely landscaped and manicured, but we have a fun surprise for you to look at in the backyard. So I invite you to come with me. Good morning. I would like you to come with me to one of my more mature gardens in an early February day in Santa Cruz, California, when the sun is out and we've got our dormant garden, but there's still plenty of wonder to experience. Let's go inside. Okay, well this garden is a little more than 7 years old, and a wonderful couple that we created this for. You can see the water element is quite extensive, and it's on around year-round, 24 hours a day. This one was kind of a clever installation because we had an underground stream that was coursing through the back here. So we had to actually put a system of pipes to catch that water and bring it away to a drain line. As you can see, there is almost a 30-degree slope there. Now there was no existing stonework back here, and there was an albizia tree right here, and what we're standing on was a court for playing some basketball. The vision was inspired.
Don't forget to click through the gate, please.
Oh, we will, definitely. The vision was inspired actually by Jim, the client, and what he was looking for. He was looking for a lot of natural beauty in his garden, and had a wonderful way of describing it. Roy, can you help me feel like I'm in my mother's room looking out at the beauty of the wilderness? So here we have that vision manifest. Now this is winter. This is February, so everything that is deciduous is in its dormant state. And so you can see a number of items. If you follow my line of perception here, we have various kinds of ferns. But amidst the ferns, we have, for instance, this the yellow twig dogwood. This cornice right here. You can see, in fact, it's very yellow, and its structure when it doesn't have any of the bright green leaves on it. And this one up here is the red twig dogwood, which you can also see that bright red that's coming off of the existing structure of it. Here, now we're going to come back, we're going to see what this looks like in the spring, but for now, you see everything's nicely trimmed back. This is actually a lemon verbena. The lemon verbenas have a wonderful smell that will spill all over this entire area. So in fact, you can see how California doesn't even have seasons. Now, this is an open air enclosure here to give you the sense. See the entire enclosure here. That's to feel like they're being embraced a little on the room-like without being too confining. And we've got some pretty hefty 4x12 there defining all of this. And then the archways out of the stucco effect. And over here, you can see we created little brick planter beds and have a wall behind to cover up underground storage area that wasn't too cycling. And we've used cobblestone from New York to create that wall on the far side. Now, you can create an outdoor room with just the right kind of vegetation. And right here we have black bamboo that actually has completely excluded the other room on the other side. Now you're going to have to wait, though, till the springtime to see the surprise around that corner. Why don't we amble up and see what happens as we go along the trail towards the top of the waterfall. I'm just going to very slowly walk up these particular stones, which are kind of bouquet canyon. Now, one of the things about a lovely pathway is all along the way you'll find fun surprises. And Jim and Bonnie have done a great project, an ongoing project where they've added, for instance, this sculpture over here of a lovely bunny. They've added a bird back here and a small child collecting, feeding existing birds over here. A nice sculpture effect. As we go even higher, we have a nice bridge to cross over our small waterfall. And we get to brush up against the beauty line on the way. See the birches court during its stay. The city of trees. We have the blue flowery campanula that's peeking through all the stones here. And again, a type of tree bird showing tree bird right there. And camellias in the backdrop. So, now some of these stones composing the little stream bed here are feather stone. This is feather stone and it weighs next to nothing when you pick it up. It's rather fun in that regard. It's a volcanic stone and we call it feather stone, of course, because of its lack of weight. All the way through here you've seen we've put various walls to support this 30% grade and make it more grounded and fit. Here you can see another wall coming where we decided instead of just a straight wall, we've curved it like an S. So it wraps through the area and wraps around the base of our lovely specimen here. Of course, all these existing redwoods were a wonderful theme to work with in the sense of natural beauty. And we have quite a few beetles, and you can see the Hellebornis is also in full bloom right now in the beginning of February. So you can always find species to carry the low ebb of the year and spark the interest and wonder of what's happening in the garden. Of course, it's always nice to have a sitting area in the garden, someplace to invite yourself to sit down and relax and enjoy the pleasures and the simple beauties that a natural environment of this kind have to offer. And from up here, it's a whole different perspective as you're at the top of the waterfall and you're looking back down at a wonderful little retreat spot below. And of course, one of the most wonderful components of a garden is to have a sense of surprise and secrecy. The secret garden, that you never know what's behind the door. So, invite yourself to a beautiful garden. See what happens.